9. The annual summer fete was held in the grounds of Polstead Hall, next to St. Mary's Church. "Am I driving right up to the house?" Marta asked, pausing at the end of Martin's Lane. "Let's park at the bottom and walk the rest of the way. If we go in by the church gate, they might not notice how late we are." A line of cars along the verge added an appropriately festive dash of colour to the deep greens of late summer, testifying to the fact that the event was well under way. Marta drew up behind them, near the large village pond that stood at the foot of the hill, separating the lane to the church from a triangular green where most of the houses were clustered. The water was still and clear in the sunlight, offering a perfect reflection of the nearby cottages, and Josephine was struck, as always, by the misleading image of tranquillity that Polstead's summer facade presented. She had arrived here at exactly this time of year, and it had fooled her then as it fooled her now, seducing her with its beauty, and in no way preparing her for the harshness of a rural life in other seasons. Noah had brightened considerably as the day went on, although every now and again Josephine noticed him curb a response or an instinct, as if suspicious of his own happiness, and the worry returned to his face, making him seem old beyond his years. There had been no opportunity to ask Marta if she had learnt anything more about him during their brief time together, but she was grateful that the tension had eased, at least for now, and she hoped that the herons wouldn't be too hard on him this afternoon, undoing any progress that they had begun to make at home. He ran ahead of them, and the cheerful sound of a brass band drifted down through the woods. For 100 yards or so, St. Mary's and the Hall shared a narrow, grassy lane that climbed steeply beneath a canopy of oak and ash and elm. As the ground levelled out, a driveway split off to the right, curving out of the trees into ornamental parkland, and leaving the path ahead for the sole use of those bent on worship. The distinctive shape of the church's medieval spire was visible through the leaves, marking it out as a maverick amongst the perpendicular architecture that Suffolk was more